Welcome to the Schaefer Center here in Waxahachie, Texas, for today. Southwestern Lions play host to the Oklahoma Baptist University Bison. It's doubleheader basketball action coming up next right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
Here we go, SID, baby. You ready? A night on the ones and twos. Yeah, SAGU in the place to be. Yeah, feels good, don't it? Hey, feels good, don't it? Hey, feels good, don't it? Here we go. Lions in the pack, never got slack, pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score, can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord. Lions in the pack, never got slack, pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score, can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord. Lions in the pack, never got slack, pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score, can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord.
SAGU is the place to be, is the place to be. SAGU is the place to be, is the place to be, yeah.
And welcome courtside, everybody. He's John Cookman. I'm Rob Price. Another big matchup in the Sooner today. This Bison come in, Lady Bison come in this game 17-4, looking really good in the Sooner at 9-3. Meanwhile, John, Lady Lions struggling. They are 11-13 overall, just 2-10 in Sooner. What can they do to pull off a major upset? Last time they lost this team by 52. Ouch.
Yeah, well, that's been the question of the week, actually. We've been talking about this with our research team. Is there any way that SAGU can pull this one out? And short of just an absolute miracle, it doesn't look very hopeful. And that's no slight against the Lady Lions. They're down, they're hurt. But that's a tribute to how good
This team is, absolutely.
So,
winners of 8 of 11 and 5 of 6. They stand tied for second place right now in the Sooner Athletic Conference with WBU. They're behind the #1 team, of course, OK City. They're 12-0 in conference. The key here for the Bison is we want to finish second so we can avoid playing the Stars until what would be the final game in the championship postseason play in the Sooner. So anything to play for now is let's stay in second, avoid OKC until we have to play them again.
that's right, and it looks like they will. They're a perennial powerhouse in this ladies program, and I don't think there's much stopping them or getting in their way from going to the national tournament even, other than OKC, but that's kind of a given. So the second place team will definitely get another bid to the national tournament from the Sooner Conference. So there are a lot to look forward to for the Oklahoma Baptist. And this is kind of one of those things. It's not really a trap game because it's not going to turn out the wrong way. This is one that you just play hard, work on your offense, work on your defense, and use it as a good tune-up.
Let's check in with Adam Ferguson, who's standing by with head coach Arlen Beatles. Adam?
Momentum on the road.
Well, we definitely got to slow the game down a little bit because these guys can go up and down. They got some great shooters and great rebounders, so we're going to try to slow the game down and hopefully we can pull out a win here tonight.
Now, Oklahoma Baptist does have, I think, 4 players averaging double-digit in scoring. What do you have to do to stop those premier scorers tonight?
Well, you can't give them but one shot. That's the first thing. You got to rebound the basketball. So that's going to be a challenge for us. You know, Charity Page is not going to get to play tonight. She turned her ankle real bad. So we're a little short on rebounding, so we've got to rebound the ball, not give them more than one shot.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Adam. Tell you what, this team right here, they are ranked in the top 10, 4 of 16 categories. The Lady Bites, take a look at them now. Number 2 in assist turnover ratio in the nation with 1.4. Number 2 in the nation in field goal percentage. They're shooting 33% as far as defense, I should say. Defense. Number 6 in assists per game, 7 in scoring defense per game, 7 in three-point defense per game, and number 9 in scoring margin, 21.8 points margin of victory. Last time was 52 here. Maybe the Lions could hold it to 21 would be a moral victory.
Yeah, well, yeah, it will be. And it's just going to be tough for the morale of the Lady Lions because they're missing their key player in Charity.
Talk about that. What happened to her last game, John?
The best we know is that she turned her ankle. We don't know the extent of that. We just know she's in a boot right now, and she will not be playing today. They're trying to get her ready for the next couple games, but she's questionable.
The Lady Bison average 77 a game. They give up 56 a game. In contrast, the Lions just score 55 a game, the Lady Lions do, and giving up 73. So if you're trying to guess scores, you might guess the score might be 75 Bison, 55 Lady Lions. And again, that would be about a 20-point margin of victory according to the stats. That's where this game should end. So give us a prediction. You're good at this. What will the final score in today's game be in game 1?
Well, this is one of those tougher ones because nothing actually has to live up to its average. So it's not as if Oklahoma Baptist needs to score 75 points to win, because that's not what it's going to take. I can tell you what they need is they need to score about 50 points, and they're going to be on the winning side of things. So anything over 50 is going to benefit them and hurt the Lady Lions. The Lady Lions probably, they'd have to have a really big shooting, high percentage night to get 50 tonight. They're just missing too much horsepower.
We'll have the game coming for you just a second, just a few minutes. Stay with us here on the SAGU Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Sophomore number 10, Kamira Graves. At guard, senior number 11, Elizabeth Daniels. At guard, senior number 13, Sheridan Fowler. At guard, freshman number 20, Mackenzie Cooper. And at forward, freshman number 22, Katie Custer. Head coach for the Lady Bisons is Casey Bates. And now the starting lineups for your SAGU Lady Lions. At guard, sophomore from Garland, Texas, number 10, Monica Dorsey. At guard, junior from Waxahachie, Texas, number 13, Taylor Hill. At forward, sophomore from Cleveland, Arkansas, number 24, Lakin Moore. At guard, sophomore from DeSoto, Texas, number 25, Alexis McAfee. And at center, senior from Lufkin, Texas, number 33, Cassie Cox. Head coach for Lady Lions is Arthur Beatles. Assistant coach is Corey Henry.
Keep that later on. Give me 10 seconds. Okay, we can go. We can go. And it's time for tip-off here at the Schaefer Center. It'll be Cassie Cox tipping off against Katie Custer. And tip will go the way of OBU. It'll be point guard Kamara Graves to set things up in the first possession of the ball game. Graves, left side, guarded by Cox and bumped by Cox. Quick first cheap foul against the senior from Lufkin, Texas. Quick inbound play off the ankle. Here comes Dorsey, other end. She'll go coast to coast. Too strong off the glass, but there's McAfee with the offensive glass. Cox over now to Dorsey. So here comes essentially the first possession of the game for the Lions in their offensive set. Lakin Ward getting the start in place of Charity Page tonight. Page is on the bench, as John said, in a boot. Dorsey in trouble. Gets it to Ward just as the shot clock expired. No good. Here comes the Lady Bison. Graves and a whistle near the block. Lady Bison inbound underneath. The Lions basket out. Oh boy, that almost went in. Mackenzie Cooper. Now the offensive glass though, almost picked away, then picked off by Alexis. I think we'll keep it right here. No score yet. Minute into the ball game. McAfee, number 25, the sophomore from DeSoto, Texas. Playing real good the last couple of games here for the Lady Lions. Good ball movement from OBU. Shot no good, and Cox pulls it down. Good rebound and all kinds of traffic. Here comes Dorsey. Her and Hill working the guard duty tonight, but McAfee will play the three. Worked it inside, looking for Cox, takes it herself, and converts herself. McAfee on the board, Lions on the board, 2-0, or I should say 2-2. We're tied up. Graves, where's number 10? Works it back left over to Daniels. Elizabeth Daniels, shot no good. Loose ball. Dorsey now in transition. Pulls it back out, didn't have the numbers. Cassie Bays in her 5th season at the helm. The Lady Bison's got her team playing real well this year. 17-4. Just 3 games, so you say just, but 3 full games behind the Stars of Oklahoma City, but really battling OBU, I should say WBU, for second place in the Sooner, which would be huge to knot up that second place position before tournament play begins here in a few weeks. Elizabeth Daniels, number 11, the sophomore or the senior from Hera, Oklahoma. Pass inside intended for Katie Custer, tipped away by Ward. Inbound, gets it inside to Fowler, and she's off the mark. Charity Fowler had a good look at that one. Here comes Hill, the junior from Waxahachie High School, just up the street. McAfee now works it left, almost stepped out of bounds. And that 15-footer is good from Cassie Cox. She hit quite a few of those about a week and a half ago. She was on fire from about the 15-foot range, and that elicits a timeout from head coach Cassie Bays. Here it is again. Does not hesitate, lets it fly. She's on the mark. Cassie Cox. Quick 2. As you see Coach Beatles talking things over with assistant coach Corey Henry in the first timeout. John, what do you think so far in the first 2.5 minutes of play?
Well, it's good to see that the Lady Lions are up 4.
4-0.
I mean,
I said it was 2-2. It's 4-0. We'll take all the points early.
Yeah, and you know, normally what you see in a long road trip like this, Oklahoma Baptist has come down from Shawnee, Oklahoma. It's a long trip. It takes a little while to get your legs, get in the flow of the game. But it's good to see that the Lady Lions have not called it quits.
That's right.
And they're trying really hard.
Katie Custer trying to work it inside, and a foul against the Lions. third team foul. He whistled against Lake and Ward. And reset shot up top. It'll be Elizabeth Daniels on over to Charity Fowler. Good ball movement. It might be a 3-second call. I believe it is. 3 seconds in the lane. Whistled against Katie Custer, a freshman, a 6-foot freshman from Dixon, Oklahoma, out of Dixon High School. Got caught watching the paint dry, Mr. Cookman.
Well, that happens every now and then, but I'm sure she's not going to make that a habit. This is a well-coached basketball team.
McAfee now. Right side, skips through Hill, back over to Ward. McAfee trying to find Cox, just not there. Good defense by Ariel Cooper on Cox. And a loose ball near midcourt and a whistle. Jump ball. Possession here will keep it right here. Lions will maintain.
Well, the Lions off to a good early start.
Absolutely.
Tremendous hustle. It looks like it's a never-say-die situation, and they get it. They get what they're supposed to do, what they have to do, and they're not going to go down for the lack of trying.
Prove us all wrong. McAfee for 3. Off the mark, long rebound, pulled down and checked up by Fowler. Charity Fowler brings it back over to Graves. She takes it all the way inside. Rolled, no good. And then she is the last person to touch the ball as the ball dribbles off her hand, and another turnover by Lady Bison. They played 4 minutes.
Yeah,
They're scoreless.
You can just see they're flat. They're not catching the ball with ease. The ball's bouncing around, and it's just not going their way yet. But let them warm up.
And a whistle inside. Nice strong move from Dorsey up against a tight man-to-man defense early on from the OBU. Will send the Lady Lions to their first free throw attempt of the game. I really have impressed. She gets my vote if I get a vote for the most improved player of the year. She's just become a slasher, more confident, aggressive player. And between her and Hill, I like where this program's going from a backcourt standpoint, John.
Yeah, Monica Dorsey has really turned it on with just all things. All things are starting to come together for her, and it's really neat to see.
Including that. Talk about the free throws.
Yeah.
You were concerned a few weeks ago. She's hit a lot more in a row here in key moments.
Well, she's come from the girl that you want to foul at the end of the game if you're on the opposing team to let's not dare foul her.
She hits both of those. Lions believe it or not, folks, they're up 6-0. Cooper over to Daniels, works right, and another turnover. We'll have to keep track of turnovers. It's at least 2 or 3 early on, maybe at least 3, I think, for the Bison. And John, I think you've said it right. They're just a little bit flat, a little flustered and flat. I think they realize they should win this game by a lot, and you know what? You still have to play the game of basketball. You got 5 competitive players in white jerseys. Going to make it as hard as possible for OBU to get a win on the road here today. And there's a bad pass intended for Cox. Graves gets it inside to Cooper. Long shot, and finally OBU is on the board thanks to Elizabeth Daniels. Cuts the lead in half. 2 Coopers on this OBU team. One's from Shawnee, Oklahoma, and the other one's from Evans, so I assume they're not sisters. We've got Mackenzie Cooper, a freshman, a 5'8" guard from Shawnee, and Ariel, who's in the game right now, a 5'11" junior from Edmond, Oklahoma, transfer from Redlands Community College.
Well, it's possible they're related. They don't have to be sisters.
I just didn't say they were sisters. You would think they'd be from the same hometown, sir. They could be cousins. I'll grant you that.
And
We'll get our fearless student manager, Asia Barrett, to find out if these folks are related. I know folks
could be a aunt and niece situation. I mean,
you never know.
You just never know.
Lions, meanwhile, they know what they're doing offensively. Another bucket, up 8-3. And Cooper tripped up, gets it back out to McKenzie, and shot no good. And here comes Hill. 1-on-2, stops, pops from 10.
Oh,
But Dorsey with an offensive glass, and she'll go to the line again. How about the aggressive move from Hill? Didn't have numbers, but had spacing. Took the shot, missed it. Dorsey's there to follow up.
well, that's good running the floor, good hustle, way to not give up or just assume something is going to happen. And that's when you know you're coaching your team and they're listening. Is when you get that kind of interaction, that full court length play out of your players. And that excites every coach, I assure you.
Dorsey's 3 for 3. All 3 of her points have come from the line, and that's a happy sight for Coach Beatles. Make it 4 for 4, 10-3. Lady Lions, 14-9 remaining. First quarter in a doubleheader here, as usual, at the Schaefer Center. Men will take the court here in a couple hours. In a very important game in their bracket of the Sooner Athletic Conference. Lions looking for win number 3, these Lady Lions, in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Lady Bison looking for win number 10. And Dudzovich, did I say her right name? Her name right? I think I said it right. Is in the game now for Lady Lions. Nice inside post move from Dudzovich on Cox. Ten to 5. Dudzovich averages 9.3 a game. She's from Brazil. She's on the board. Ward, left wing, in trouble. Tough pass to Cox. Good pass, though, gets it in, and Cox will get the whistle.
And Cox put up a good effort. A ball almost went in, and you like to see that out of your big man. Never give up. Keep fighting through. Try to get that three-point play.
And again, you see no Lions players are on the line to even attempt to get a missed shot for a rebound. That's how Beatles rolls. Second free throw is good, as Cox says, we don't need any rebounders. The lead is back to 7.
I believe they're 100% as of right now.
6 out of 6.
6 out of 6. Wow.
Cooper on over to Fowler. In trouble, tough shot. Good defense by Cox. Cooper loses the handle. And another turnover for the Lady Bison. I like what I'm seeing so far here.
Yeah, just not going well for the Lady Bison. And I think they're about as shocked as anybody right now. I'm sure they're going to get it together and figure this thing out.
There's a turnover by Dorsey away from the basket. And we'll see Marita Lewis check in for the first time. She's a senior from Blue Springs, Missouri. Transfer from Moberly Area Community College. Daniels has the ball transferred in from Oral Roberts in Tulsa to play for OBU. And she fires up a 3 ball and off the mark, and offensive rebound. Dish inside, off the glass. And that's Williams from Lewis.
I saw Lexi Williams warming up, and she's going to be a three-point threat as well. She scored that down low, but watch for her to shoot some shots from long range.
Dorsey had a wide open look there. 17-footer, no good.
On the line.
And that's a short ball missed by Dudzovich. So again, Page not on the court tonight, so more focus on perhaps guard play with Hill and Dorsey and even Alexis stepping in. Ward, doesn't quite have the size that Page does, but she does have the tenacity. We'll have to see how she fills in for Page tonight. Right now, it's good team basketball. A lot of patience on offense, scrappy on defense. You're up 5 against a powerhouse in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Dorsey put it on the line and cleared away by Dudzovich. Ball working left now. It's Cooper. 18 shot clock. That's going to be way off the mark. And Cox will pull it down. Good position. Weak side rebound. Does her job. I wonder what the shooting percentage is for OBU. We'll have to keep track of that as well for you. They're missing a lot of easy shots. Ward works it right, gets to Cox. Too strong off the back rim. Lewis in transition, 1-on-3. And an ill-advised shot by Lewis, 1 against 3, took it herself. And again, let's go back to being flat. Not just that's a bad decision. So talk about how when you come out flat on the road, that even affects even your small, minute decisions.
Well, really, that's where being flat is affecting it the most. It's the mental part of the game. And I grew up being coached that 80% of the game is won or lost mentally. And it's so true. If you can't get it together mentally, then it's just, the physics of things, the physiology, I should say, of the way it affects your body. So it's kind of like waking up. You're a little bit groggy in the morning and you're not at your best, but as the day goes on, as you begin to, get into your routine, the senses begin to start firing and things come together and you start doing what you do well.
And one thing we do here is pick a guaranteed win. So let's take a look at the women's basketball picks for tonight. We've all picked OK City tonight. And we've all picked Southwestern Christian. They are down 10 early. I'm going solo. I'm going John Brown against Mackey. They'll have a 6 p.m. start. And we've all picked Texas Wesleyan. We've all picked OK Baptist. I should have said OK City for the Wayland Baptist. So we only have really one game to look at, folks. Mackey and John Brown. It's me against those two guys. And I'm up by 1, so I need to keep that lead.
Well, if you've seen the John Brown women play, they can very easily upset MacU tonight. So
I went back and forth on that pick. I wasn't sure what to do.
They are at home, so that's
why
not a bad pick.
I
I think Adam and I were kind of on the fence anyway, and went with the numbers.
Dudzovich over to Cooper. Nearly halfway through the first half. Lions still lead, up by 5. Long ball, good. 3-ball drains through the net. Marita Lewis, she's on the board. Her first points of the night. She averages 6.2 game. Lions still lead this game by 2. Brittany Griffin just checked in. Where's number 34? Hill won the ball, didn't get it. Dorsey now, top of the key, works it left. Over to McAfee, 10 on the shot clock. Nearly loses the handle, and a jump ball, and it's going to be possession arrow back to OBU. That whole possession just kind of stalled there at the top of the key. What did you see? What did OBU defense do to just kind of stop that and shut down that offensive set?
Well, it looked like once the ball got over to McAfee, she just hesitated a little bit too long, and the defense seized the opportunity. Great shot.
And Lady Bison have climbed back and now have their first lead of the game.
Marita Lewis with a big 3-point.
OBU on a 10-2 run the last 5 minutes. Grab their first lead of the ball game. Hill works it right. Over to the lefty, the southpaw, Griffin, no good. And Marita Lewis gets it over to Dudzovich, shadowed by Cox. Dudzovich, big man, can dribble the basketball out away from the paint. Not afraid to put the ball on the floor.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen a lady on the floor yet for Oklahoma Baptist that can't handle the ball.
And that's a rebound right there that should have been pulled in by the Lions. It should have been either Dorsey or perhaps Cox tips it.
Yep.
You just cannot let that ball fly through 3 Lady Lions and I have pull it down.
They did a great job sealing out their defender and let the ball go right between their legs, essentially.
Lewis missed that one. Cox rips it down. Chance to retake the lead. Just kind of hang around. If you're Lady Lions, just hang around. Hill takes it strong, keeps the dribble alive over to Griffin. Long three-pointer, no good. It's off the mark. And a nice seal by Williams. She sealed off Hill off that weak side rebound. And then it's colliding. It's Mackenzie Cooper and Hill having a little face-to-face meeting in front of the Lady Lions bench.
Give me that ball.
And we'll see Katie Custer check back into the game. Dudzovich take a seat, as will Cooper. Also into the game now is the other Cooper. She's got the ball. Long ball, no good. Dorsey clears. Percentages still pretty low for OBU. This is a team that averages, I think we said 70, 77 in conference. Not on that pace right now. They're on pace to score about 60, maybe 55. Cox, tough shot, off the front edge of the rim, no good. No one there to clear for Lady Lions. Here comes Lewis, turns, spins, loose ball, no foul. Into the paint now, nice dish inside, and that's going to be an easy bucket. That is Katie Custer finding, was that Raquel Dudzovich underneath?
Actually, I
No,
think it was
not.
Charity
It
Flower.
was
Fowler.
Fowler, number 13, not 12, just checked into the game. The senior from Asher, Oklahoma. Lions down 3, 7-10 remaining, half number 1. Hill, she's got 2. Dorsey, she's got 4 free throws. Pump into the paint, free throw line, good from 15. Dorsey's got 6, and the lead's back to 1. This is stunning, John. We're talking about Charity Page on the bench as OBU hits from long. On the bench, and you're only down by 3. That's one possession with 6:30 and change remaining.
Well, it's going well for the Lady Lions, and not so well, per the averages, not so well for Oklahoma Baptist, and it's one of those things that if you're Coach Cassie Bays, you're hoping that you just all of a sudden kind of grow out of your funk,
Yeah.
and start playing good old OBU basketball.
She's been standing for a while.
Mhm.
You see Cox earlier was really frustrated not getting called inside, working hard against Cooper. Cox will take a seat on the bench, and we'll see Bethany Kroc check in, and for the first time we'll see number 32, Daitisha Diggles will check in. McAfee back in as well. Careful, and that's going to be
Not on the inbounds pass. You can.
get your good. Hill for 3, no good. And a foul going to be called against McAfee reaching in against the rebounder. So even though Kroc tipped it, you can still pick it up back court.
Yeah, as long as it's not possessed.
Yeah. 6 minutes exactly in half number 1. Lady Lions looking good at home, trying to upset. It'd be a major upset of the night in the Sooner, maybe in the nation, if they could pull this off tonight. Long 3 ball, short off the front edge of the iron. McAfee giving chase. No, instead it's Cooper. Pass inside to Charity Fowler. She's got 2 quick ones underneath, and the lead is now 5 for the Lady Bison. Kroc over to Ward, looking inside. She's got Diggles. Bison back into a 2-3 now. Kroc, 6 on the shot clock.
Oh.
Looking for Diggles. What happened there?
Well, Bethany Kroc made a great move, a great crossover move, and lost her man. She should have taken the shot. Instead, she elected to make a pass down to Diggles, which you could obviously see Diggles thought she was going to shoot the ball, so she wasn't ready.
Lewis lost it, looking for Fowler. And a whistle will go against OBU. And you're seeing more of Coach Henry doing some of the talking and coaching the players. Right now in the first half, getting a lot of, I guess, advice from Beatles to step up and lend some in-game coaching. And another whistle the other way. We'll turn it back over to the Lady Lions. 4:44 remaining. And we're at a 5-point lead, and Lady Bison are slowly climbing out of the funk. I think you mentioned, John, they've climbed back from a 10-3 deficit to now lead by 5. So 12-point swing here in the last 10 minutes of play. And how about the steal from McAfee, but unable to get it out of her hands in time? She had it.
The referee thought she was going to actually try to hit it off of him. He's laughing because he turned away from it.
Free throw shot basically is good. That one counts for 2, not 1. Mackenzie Cooper.
Yeah, they're slowly breaking out of the shell that was stifling them from scoring earlier.
Rodriguez
and now
over
we're
to
starting.
Hill, looks for 3, no good. And it'll be Lakin Ward over the back. She climbed on top of Cooper. Cooper averages 12.4 a game, second leading scorer behind Fowler. Charity Fowler averages 13.3 a game.
And we could see that Cassie Bays is really coaching this team very well in their practices. There's a lot of fundamental activity that's happening on the floor with these Lady Bison that are just causing them to be able to play well and slowly get out of whatever, every team will ebb and flow. You're not always going to be on the top of the mountain, and it's how you play through those moments of trials and tribulation that really define you as a team. And a lot of times that battle is won by good coaching and practice. So hats off to Coach Cassie Bays for obviously doing a really great job.
Oh, and a bucket, good. Dorsey is having a great first half.
Big time. And
Soft touch, hung on the rim. As the whistle blew, the bucket fell. Here it is again. Protects the ball, takes it up strong over her right shoulder, gets the friendly roll. A chance to get point number 9.
That's just going in fearlessly and trying to make something happen. And something great happened on that for Dorsey.
She averages 7. She's got 8. Could cut the lead to 6. If she converts what would be her 5th free throw in a row, and she's become money.
And right now, she is the only player on the floor that actually has points.
For the Lady Lions, that is correct.
Actually, Taylor Hill has 2.
Floater, good, nice baseline move. Kamara Graves averages 6. She's on the board, her first bucket of the game. Under 3.5 remaining, Lions down by 8. Ward now gets it over to Hill. Cox trying to get position, but it's not going to happen with Dudzovich there right now. She's playing Cox really well inside. And here's a screen from Cox. Lakin Ward took the screen. Loose ball. Who wants it? It'll be OBU. Pass inside. All kinds of lines around. No foul. And a loose ball. Pick it up, Lions. Oh, what a pass by Cox. She's got Hill. No numbers, though. She'll pull it back out. Great defense and a hustle from Cassie Cox and her Lady Lions. Wow. Interesting turn of events here. That would look like an easy layup. Oh, 3 ball from Hill. No good. But McAfee, she does save it. Thought she was out of bounds. Ward turns, spins, drops her shoulders, pump fake. Oh, a great bucket from Lakin Ward. Are you kidding me? Lakin Ward, the patience, the poise, buries a mid-range jumper. Huge bucket. The lead is now back to 6, and Lions, folks, are not going anywhere. way to get on the board, Lakin Ward. Her first bucket of the game comes with some skill and authority, and there's a long 3-ball, no good. Ward almost got called for it over the back on that one.
Dudzevich just controls the paint and the offensive glass. She is very, very tough down there.
And a steal on the inbound and a whistle. Credit Kamara Graves for just hanging around the inbound pass. Was able to pick it off. McAfee was looking to just get the ball into Dorsey. Graves tipped it away. Lead is 9, or lead is 8. As you see, Wayland Baptist hanging in with OK City, the Stars. Number 2 team in the nation. Going against the other top 25 team. Keep an eye on that one for you. I think we all picked OK City. So, no blood there with a guaranteed win. At the Stars will have their hands full. WVU's a good ball club. Second free throw is good. Lead is 10. A minute 43 remaining in the first half. Baseline, it's McAfee over to Ward. Tough pass, nearly tipped away by Graves. McAfee's got 10 on the shot clock. Gets it over to Cox. Floater, no good. Should she have done something different there, John? Should she have stopped and squared up? Or was that the right move physically with her body?
Well, I think she did what came natural to her and put her in the best position, athletically to try to get a good shot off. I thought the shot was a good shot. Just a little bit off the mark. Yes, you could debate, should she stop and pop or keep, but I think at that point she was rolling down the lane. Go ahead, and if you're under control, try to grab the foul as well.
Yeah, good point. Good point. It just looked a little bit awkward coming off. This was off balance, but you're right. She could have drawn some contact there.
Well, she didn't look out of control, so obviously she was measuring up what her defender was doing. Now, obviously, if your defender stopped down there, you want to stop yourself and pop.
Dorsey's become a machine. Is that 6 or 8 in a row? I've lost count. I think it's 8. That could be 9. She's got 11 points. We'll keep an eye on this one. She is perfect from the line. I think it's 7 is correct. 15 the shot clock. Slicing through the lane, but a whistle, a turnover, John.
Turnover. That was a great move. She just had an extra step with that, but very nice move through the middle.
Yeah, Dorsey's 7 of 7 from the line. 4 points from the field. Under a minute to play. Line's down 10. Feels like they're down by 2. Playing real well. Dorsey's off the mark on that one. You've got to be really happy if your coach Beal's going to halftime right now. Lady Lions are playing really good defense. Long 3-ball, no good. Offensive rebound, weak side, textbook. Right there, Mackenzie Cooper. When you see enough 3-pointers go from that distance, you almost position your body where the average tell you the ball will be. She was right there on the spot where most balls missed from that part of the court will land. And that's got the lead back up to 12. 4 on the shot clock, on the game clock, I should say, and a whistle, and Dorsey will go back to the line again. And that is the 9th team foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1 situation. A chance to go 9 for 9 from the line. 3.3 left. OBU has 33. The lead is 12. Let's see if Dorsey can cut this lead to 10. Going to halftime, really feeling good about your chances to just hang around for the second half. First free throw is off the mark, and she's finally hit the schneid. She's 7 of 8. Boo, right? She's playing outstanding. Second free throw on the way, and it is going to be no good, so she'll stay 7 of 9. Long 3-ball, no good, and we're at halftime, a quick half. Your halftime score, 33-21, and Lions were up early in this game, 10-3, with about 6 minutes into the game, John. Thanks in large part due to just some flat shots, some missed shots, and some flat energy.
Unforced turnovers.
Then OBU kicked it into gear like you said they would. And I wouldn't say it's a comfortable 12-point lead, but they've got a nice cushion now going into halftime.
Well, of course, and especially it's a comfortable lead for a team like this that's very capable of coming out, putting on a 20-0 run, and they still, I wouldn't say, uh, got beyond their flatness. They were still playing fairly flat for the whole half. They're just a better team.
Let's go down courtside now and check in with Adam Ferguson. Adam?
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with assistant coach Corey Henry. Now, Coach, we saw you start off real fast there at the beginning and it kind of slowed down a little bit. What do you have to do in the second half to kind of fix your offense?
Well, we did a great job there at the first part of the game. About the last 3 or 4 minutes of the first half there, we kind of went on a really kind of dry spell. We just couldn't get anything going on offense. We're just going to have to keep up the intensity. We're going to have to continue to attack the baseline. Whenever we attack the baseline, we're getting wide open shots. We're finding wide open players, but we kind of get into runs where we're coming down and we're trying to attack the middle too much and not really getting into the baseline. So I think if we just talk to them about that, make sure that we continue to be aggressive on the offensive side, making sure we're driving and penetrating, pitching, I think we can get some open shots. We just got to put them down.
Now, we've seen a couple offensive rebounds for Oklahoma Baptist. Is that sort of where you miss a Charity Page type player?
Oh, gosh. Well, we miss Charity on both ends of the floor. I think everybody's doing a great job tonight. We did have a few there that we should have had that we didn't get. But yeah, anytime you don't have Charity on the floor, it's always a factor.
All right, good luck in the second half, Coach. Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Coach Henry. 12-point lead. We're back in a flash with some thoughts and stats as you see the men preparing for Game 2 of their doubleheader. We'll be right back here with more. The SAGU Sports Network. Stay with us.